Good morning, everyone. Today is January 28th, Tuesday, um, the year 2025. My name is Joseph from Smart Money Traders. We're going to be looking at the markets together today. Primarily, I trade the S&P 500 futures, ES, and I look at other markets for correlation, but mainly that's what I'm going to be displaying here. If you have any requests to look at any market, I'll be more happy to do so. Any other market, I'll be more happy to do so. So, with that said, this is for educational purposes only. This is not a recommendation to buy or sell any contracts, future contracts, or foreign exchange. Definitely, trading is risky. Just definitely make sure you just know what you're doing and be well capitalized to achieve your trading goals. And definitely, I would advise maybe a financial advisor to see if trading is suitable for you. And with that said, we're going to dive in and see in this market here. Overnight, we had I'd say a back and forth market. If I'm looking at this correctly here, we went higher, then now we're going lower. At first, I think there was right on 9 o'clock, there was a big push down. And then from there, we went higher until 5:30. Now we're on the way down. I mean, definitely this market, yesterday we had a big down move, which kind of recovered from the middle of the European session here at 6 o'clock. And from there, it never went further. We never got a new low. So I think DeepSeek, what happened yesterday with DeepSeek, the DeepSeek AI, if you don't know, I mean, basically the Chinese came with a model that's much cheaper to run and very similar to ChatGPT. So that's definitely, there was some panic in the market. Market gap down. So the tech sector really got hammered yesterday. But I think it's an overreaction when I look at this chart here. No continuation from this. As a matter of fact, today could be a day that we see a move higher. But, we're going to be open to both sides of the market. At the moment, the market was retracing. If we don't take out the pre-market low at 32, I think we will take the 72 and 3/4 here. That was the pre-market high. So the overnight high. So let's see what happened here today. And this is the chart. My structure chart on the top right, bottom right is my entry chart that I use, the Unirenco, the right line system. The right line system again, trading in general, you need to have some conditions for you to enter a trade or not enter a trade. But systems also, you cannot be prisoner of the system. You got to look at what the market is doing. So typically, if we're going to see a gray background, that means, the trend is not clear. If you got a pink background like this is a downtrend for them. And a green background, you want to probably try to enter long. The dotted line here is the overnight VWAP, which is the volume weighted average price. So would be below that, would probably favor long if we were to take trade right this second, but we don't typically trade until 9:35. We want to give the market at least 5 minutes to settle before we do anything. In the top middle is my order flow chart. I look at the footprint chart here to look at where the aggressive buyers and sellings are acting. Below the POC, which is the point of control, which is where the most volume has been traded for the session so far. So, as you can see, the most volume has been trading toward the upper range of the value area, which is where about, anywhere. I see people say 68%, 70% of the volume has been traded so far between the value area high and the value area low. So that's your value area. Top left is my tick chart. I like that to see how Well, the tick chart is one thing that I use to see how fast the market is going, because when we have a lot of transaction, the tick number you're gonna see at the bottom. I have an indicator that tells me what how many ticks I should set up my tick chart. And right now it's at 377. The blue number here. I could do that, but I'm just gonna leave it at 512 for now. But when the market open, you're gonna see that blue number jump up. Then you can adjust your tick size based on market activity. And the 1 minute chart here, I look at it, especially I have the tick indicator here, which is a market internal, telling me, if it's the market is oversold, which is overbought, oversold, it's an overrated term, because the market can always go higher, it can always go lower. But that gives you an indication what the market is, when it's a good time to fade that more. For example, if you got a low tick in a downtrend and the market was going higher at the time, it might be time to think about taking a short. Let me see if I have any examples here. No, I don't have any examples. Let's see. Yeah, for example, here, this market was going down and we got a low tick. So that tells us this was a retracement. What I would do is wait for maybe a red bar here and go short. This would have worked pretty well. Now, not everything doesn't always work all the time, but this was a good indication to get ready to short this market. And then you probably, if you short about 24, 8 points, 8 points here, that's not too bad. Or the other way around, if the market's, a low tick usually indicates some kind of oversold. You know what? I'm confusing myself. Sorry. Low tick here, maybe trying to buy this market. High tick, you want to sell it, because this is like an overbought condition. Low tick here, you want to buy it. Yeah. High tick. I mean, again, it's not going to work all the time. Here, if you want to buy this, if you want to sell this here, you probably get one over. Here, it would have worked. High tick is, yeah. And this is some daily zones here, that support and resistance zone. As you can see, we breached that. We hit the next one right on the next low zone here. This is probably a lower time frame chart that I drew that zone on. So that's probably what you should see here. But all right, this is it. And this is my analyzer. I can quickly move from one chart to another and time in sales to see what's being aggressive again, because the order flow will tell you, at least in the short term, which way the market's going to be moving. Since we're day traders, we're not trying to hold on to position for all day. We're just looking at, what's going to happen in the next 5-10 minutes probably. Now, sometimes we're going to have runners and we may hold the trade a little longer. But we're not going to be trying to hold, we're not going to get married to any position or any bias for that matter. Like right now, we see a little bounce coming into the market. So with that said, I want to look at the SPY that I had the chart here. It's a 30-minute chart on the SPY. As you can see, yesterday they gapped down, but after the initial like pre-market sell-off, we definitely turn right back around. And this candle here was the candle for the first candle of the market. In the first 30 minutes, you can see a big bullish candle and never went below it. So, in my opinion here, if we can take out 602.15, I think we're probably going to go higher. So, as you can see, we closed at 599.37 yesterday. but we're already above that number at the moment. So that said, I think bullish might be a way to go here today, but we'll wait and see what happens. Let's look at the QQQs, which has really got hammered yesterday. Same thing happened with the QQQs. As you can see, that big candle here was the 930 candle from yesterday. They went back and tested low, but they never wasn't able to close below it. So I think NVIDIA, when you look at NVIDIA here, it was a nice overreaction. Again, NVIDIA got sold off yesterday, closed at 118.42. Now it's at 122.56, which is already the big. So if Nvidia can stay up today above 122, toward 125 and up, I think we should see some green in the market today. I think all the tech stock got hammered yesterday, gap down, but again they recovered nicely during the regular session. Microsoft, same thing. I think Meta at one point was down too. Let me see, what's my Meta? Right there, Meta is, near the all-time high. Again, briefly went down, but after that, from the pre-market, we covered. That was 930 candle right there. That was a 930 candle, and that thing went up all the way to 663 yesterday. So, and right now it's trading above that. I think Meta's still looking bullish to me. And they have earnings tomorrow, so that's something to keep in mind. So other big company, Google, it's more like a mess, but again, Google is pointing higher too. So there's a lot of reason to think this market we may see a bullish day today. So as you can see, the ES is bouncing here, but we'll be ready to. We'll be ready to act accordingly when the time comes. It's 9:27. I think I'm gonna. Let's see. Do I have this? I think I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna come back at. I'm gonna make myself a cup of coffee. I'll be back at this time here. Maybe I'll put it right down here. I think my thing is covering it. There you go. That's better. So I'll be back. And again, bias here. It looks like we're heading higher today after the bloodbath we had yesterday. So we'll see if we're gonna favor the longs and go from there. But definitely there's still some possibility to go to the downside. So that's why we're gonna wait for the market to settle at 9:35. By 9:35, we have a better idea. That doesn't mean it's gonna be clear, but we just definitely don't want to be jumping at 9:00. At 9:30, sorry. 9:30 is definitely not the time to be jumping in. So. With that said, let me go make myself a cup of coffee and not a cup of coffee, a cup of tea. I'll be back in a minute. Let's see. Well, so the market just opened, so yeah, we should should definitely see some movement to the upside here. It looks like that's what the pre-market was showing. But again, this is one you're gonna see back and forth. But that's it. Let me really be back at 9:35. I got 5 minutes to make my cup of tea. All right. Okay, I'm back. Okay, market sold off. That's why you gotta wait to see what this market is gonna give you. Right now, some aggressive selling happening. So meaning we should looking for a short, but at the same time, yeah, we should be looking for shorts at the moment. But with that said, we'll definitely gonna have to wait for a pullback. This market is going. Not sure what's going on with my tick indicator. It's not moving. Let's reload that. Definitely wanna. So right now a tick size should be 1597. So we're gonna make that that. Definitely I loaded another connection here. Then we're having this here for. Okay, looks like we're catching back up here to the live market. A few seconds behind. So yeah, we're back. Let's see. Pretty much back. Yes, we're back. Okay. So it looks like we're bouncing higher now, but really not clear what we want to do here. Yeah, more selling. So we have the value area low, which could be a support area. So if we see a bar up here, if this bar goes higher here, we may see some movement to the upside. Um, Not ready to buy this market yet, I believe. I'd like to see, honestly, is probably a couple of negative bars without making a new low. Then we might be able to engage up. Because I feel like this overnight market was up, so people are squaring up the position right now, trying to go higher. That's my sentiment here. So that's why I'm gonna put the buy stop right here, buy stop limit. If we get a negative bar, it will automatically cancel. So the market cancel, the order cancel here. But Okay. All right. So a lot of times in trading, it's not so much the winners, it's the losers that you avoid. Have I gone long market here? That would be a different story. Right now, I'd be almost out of the trade. So it looks like they're gonna break this pivot. If they do, there's another one that's kind of nearby. It's kind of too close for me. And honestly, this could be a stop run as well. You know, this could definitely be a stop run, meaning they going a little lower than the previous low. You know, like right here, they went lower than the previous low. There's some aggressive sellers here, but um, you know, so let's see. We'll just wait here and see what happens. To me, it looks like they want to take the overnight low. Yeah. Let me see how the big boys are doing. The big, yeah, that's Google going lower. Meta shot higher. Nvidia lower. QQQ is heading lower. So, I mean, definitely we should try to sell this market at the moment. But just gotta be careful. If we break this and get a pullback, we may want to engage short here. But those levels sometimes are used for manipulation, where they get you in one way and they turn it around on you. So that's why you can't. Most breakouts are false breakouts. So gotta be very careful here. I think we're heading to a new low though. 32. I think. Okay. I want a little pullback before we can get engaged here. Also, the blue bar tells me it was some big orders that moved this market down. Meaning, okay, this is the pull. See, is this a reversal or is it a pullback? If they take 39 out, that swing they take it out. Yeah, to me this looks like they want to go higher here. But they didn't really move. They just tap it and turn around. So now we can see the POC move down. That's another bearish sign. I think I missed the entry here. 66. 36.75 was the entry. Yeah, I missed the entry. Not gonna chase this either, though. Yeah, the intro was right there, 36.75. It's okay. Um, I think the selling is really wants to take this overnight low, which again they may come back to it. 32 and a quarter. If we go back there and make a U-turn, then come back to 30, 32 and a quarter, 33. I missed this entry. That was a nice one. Yeah, the selling is ongoing here. Yeah, we just need to wait for a pullback to go back, to go short, or a counter trend trade on an extended market like this may not be a bad idea, but it's there's a selling so heavy that if we were to go counter trend here, we'd have to be really quick. So, yeah, definitely some buyers coming in here. So now we're ranging. Once we're ranging like this, above 27 might be a place to go long. Let's see, 27.50. Because we're getting definitely getting some buying here. Probably come back to 32. I give us 5 points home to go higher. There you go. We're long. Again, we're gonna be very quick to move or stop here because this is a counter trend trade here at the moment. There you go. First target, second target. Yeah, we're not gonna do an extended target here because we know what kind of environment we're dealing with. We're dealing in an environment that's bearish, but we took a long trade, so we got the first two targets. Looks like we might get taken out here. Okay, that's fine. So we got one winner here. If we get a move up here again, if we get a positive bar, that could be a sign. Hey, this market might want to be reversing. I'm ready to go long again here if we don't make a new low. Especially this yellow bar tells me it wasn't really the big boys moving it. It was the amateurs trying to sell it. So let's see if we can go back long here. Again, this is counter trend, but things are showing like buyers are trying to get back in here. flow is definitely getting bullish. So, let me see. Where do I move my stop? I'm gonna move my stop below this candle. Okay, there you go. I think I break even right now. Should be fine. Yeah, we're at break even. Okay, first target got filled. I can hear a lot of buying going on here, so I'm gonna give this a little more extended. But even at 37, which is where the value area low is. So, all right. So basically, we got 2 trades so far, 2 winners, which is great. That's the third contract. Let me move it in profit. So we can be a big reversal here. So if this move is going to keep going, we're going to go with it. We're just going to trail our stop by bar here. If we get a negative bar, we'll be out of the trade. But let's take what the market is giving us. Okay, we got stopped out again. We got two trades. We got two second targets, and that last one we were definitely toward more like the second target level. So we got 2 trades, 2 winners. Now we're getting some light blue, meaning, hey, we're getting some alignment to the upside. Once again here, if we break up this, we may try to hold another long here. Now, if you watch my previous streams, I usually talk about a double pullback. When the market goes up like this, it pulls back. No, that's not what I meant. I wanted to do F2. It pulls back like this, pulls back like this. It goes up a little bit, then it does this. So to me here, if we go higher here, we're going to go long again. It's more like a double pullback, but also, of course, if we go lower, this order is going to cancel itself. Let's look at the big boys here. Yeah, you can see QQQ's recovering as well. I think we got fill. Let's see. We're moving higher. Hey, we're going to give it some room to move. And then we're going to tighten up stuff here. See if we can get okay, there you go. Our stop is tight. If we take a loss here, actually, I think I'm going to move it below this candle. So getting some green background. We need alignment to the upside here. Got a first target. I want to put it just at break even because the +1 sometimes just get you out of the trade. 35.25, which is I would rather see it. We might get taken out here. That's okay if we do. Yeah, I got stopped out. Once again here, I think this market is trying to move higher. Trying to move higher. So we got 3 trades, 3 winners so far. We got looks like we are reading this market okay. So it's ranging here. Again, above this range at 39.25, we should probably try to go long. And I'll stop below the swing. Okay. Gonna buy close at 39.25. Stop at 35. You know, emergency stop's gonna be a little lower than that, but let's see. Let's see if that fourth trade will work out like the first three did. Hmm. Let's wait and see here. We're gonna wait until we get into profit to move our stop one way or the other, or it's gonna come down and take us out for a loss. So, which is part of trading. Yeah, looks like the buyers are getting a hard time moving this market higher. And if we take out the swing, obviously we want to be out. But it's a big fight going on here on this level, which is understandable because this is close to where most of the volume has been traded so far, which is the POC approaching that. So you would want to probably see some kind of resistance there. But like right now, we are moving higher. So good morning, Noah. You're welcome. My pleasure to be streaming today. So if you just got in, that's our fourth trade for the day. We got four. Three winners so far. We got three winners in the first three trades. Now we're looking for a fourth one. So we started buying this market down here when we see, I think, let me move. My first target got filled here. I'll go back and show you. But here we're looking to, I think the second target, if it doesn't get, I'm going to move it to break even without the +1. Because again, the +1s sometimes just take you out of the trade for no reason. I mean, not for no reason, but for that one tick. So this would be 4 for 4 today. We have days where we went 4 for 4 in the negative. Yes, definitely a good day. We're seeing the market. Most importantly, what's important is really to stay within our plans. The plan was, hey, this market looks like it was going to be going higher today, but at the open, he sold off. But there were signs that at the bottom here, our second target got filled. So I think we may go to VWAP here. VWAP might be so we're gonna move this up a little bit. Looking some portion in that third contract. I think VWAP might be resistance right here. So let's wait and see. I'm gonna capture a little more here. Give it 1 point behind this. All right, is it gonna break VWAP and go? We don't know. But VWAP could be resistance. If the market's going higher, VWAP could be resistance. If it's going lower and VWAP is below, it could be support. So, um, okay, we got the target. Now we're gonna go blow past VWAP. I don't know. I think if it does, that's fine. We'll wait for a pullback to get back in. Anyway, so it looks like this market has a lot of momentum right now to the upside. So we'll stick with that. Okay. We know this area could be resistance because it was coming, so we definitely would want to see it, not just a 2-bar pullback like we're having now. We'll probably see a deeper pullback. I'm gonna put this on a bigger. So yeah, I've been trying to buy this market. Since around here, we bought this market. We bought it here. I think we bought it here again and here. As you can see, the NDT sign. This is where there's an NDT sign right here. If you look carefully, right here, NDT, which is the tool we use to place our orders. NDT right here. And right now we're looking like we're going higher. Not much. So when you don't get a deeper pullback, that means this market is really strong at the moment. So there's a pivot coming up. Yeah, we had a couple bars pull back here. This market is definitely, it's all green here. The bulls are in complete control. Got bullish ratios. We got all kind of things. We got some thin print on the side. We got some fat print here. 400 contract at this level. So I would definitely don't want to be going long right now. Probably wait for a pullback. Maybe come back and test the VWAP again. They do that sometimes because they broke the VWAP and came back and tested. Now let's see if they can do another test. Then we'll go higher. Let me look at some correlated markets like QQQs. Nvidia is up. Nvidia is going back up. Meta, which is another company that's having earnings tomorrow. Meta is way high, 671. Google was down for a second. I'm not sure, probably is recovering. Yeah. So all those big companies recovering, meaning the indexes should be doing the same. Because these are the companies really that drive the indexes. So, let's see accounts. Yeah, I think if we get a pullback toward VWAP here again, we might take another trade. Now, there are two schools of thoughts about trading when it comes to a number of trades that you take. Some people say, hey, I'm going to take 2 trades and be done. Some people say, I'm going to take 5. Usually 4 or 5 for me is like what I would like to see myself take. But when the market is handing you money, you want to just take it. If things are clear, you don't want to be forcing things now. But if things are clear, you want to definitely be going with the flow here. So right now, this market is real strong. This market is really strong here. Let's see. So I'd like to see a pullback toward VWAP here to re-engage. Yeah. There you go. So Yeah, this could be the pullback here. So as far as the tick chart, it should be 41.81. That's as far as it should be at. Okay, we got the view up again. Let's see, we got to the view up. Gonna bounce here. Oh. So it's ranging here, which is a good, that means the buyers are holding it. They're not letting it go by below this. If we get a bar up here, we probably engage long. We got some volume sequencing to the upside. Still, the volume sequencing is still there. Now, if you look at the footprint chart, the volume sequencing is basically each level is going high for at least 5 levels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 221 is going higher, is going higher, is going higher. So that's what the volume sequencing is. I'm using a 15 range chart. We got fill right here. Our stop is below the view up. If we get below here, if we break that, that means that maybe we would consider not be going long anymore. But until we were above the view up here, we came back and tested quickly here. Then we came back for a deeper pullback and tested. I think we are approaching the POC again. POC, which is the point of control. Lots of contract got traded there. So lots of interest in this area here. So we're gonna see both buys and sells, but it looks like the buyers are pushing it higher. So if we can pass the POC here, that'll be a big test. If we can pass it, if we can go above the POC here, that'd be basically we'd have to close about 54. Because the low on this candle is 50-50. Yeah, 54.50 here. If we close higher here, that'd be a sign that we're going higher. But once again, if we break the swing here, we definitely want to be out of this trade. That's why we have a stop down there. But if you just join us, that's our 5th trade for the day. We got 4 trades so far, and they were all winners. And right now we're doing a VWAP test. Break the VWAP, came back to it quickly. This was too shallow for me. I mean, the momentum was strong. Definitely, hindsight, you look at here, hey, that would have been a nice winner. But here we're looking to see if we can get another winner here. We got a pivot coming up. So let's make this a little higher here. but definitely the first target we're gonna let it be. So we got the first target got taken out here. So for now we got 5 trades, 5 winners. So now can we break this pivot? I think with this momentum here, value area has 59. I think I'm gonna put it at 59 and a quarter. It's the thing is when you're approaching a pivot like this, you always assume that it's gonna hold. But with this momentum, see those momentum dots here. That tells me, hey, we got a good chance of. Somebody said something in the chat. Oh, the internet. The internet was an issue. Yeah, I know. Sometimes know how you do have some internet issues. Hopefully that will be fixed. So second target got hit here. Can we get to that third target? So we're gonna expect to see a couple negative bars here. So what I want to do is, if I do get a couple negative bars, bearish bars, if we get a turn around to the upside, if we don't, because this was a pullback bar. Thing I like with this Unirenco, as you can see, this shows you the pullback within the bar. So it pulled back, but it wasn't strong enough to make a negative bar. So if this one closed higher, we're gonna move our stop right below here. As a matter of fact, we should actually do that. Capture some profit on the third contract. Definitely things are aligning to the upside here. But, once you get to the value area high, that means you're getting into thinner volume areas. So usually what's going to happen is the market is going to blow by it or get rejected. So ready to drop my ready to drop. Let me drop my stop right here and get some profit. And so next target, next pivot here is 66 and a quarter. So right below it's 66.50. So right below it we have our third target. There's some heavy selling that happened here at that level. So as you can see, there's a lot of sellers here, meaning a lot of people sold at 59.5. Meaning you can see also the buyers coming back with a vengeance here and run them over. But here it looks like we're going lower here. Let's see if we get taken out here. We may engage again long. So far it's let's see. Today is the 28th. Normally we could actually even add to a position here, honestly. Can we go higher here? Then obviously my position would be moving higher, and then would make it break even. Because if we can break this, I think we're going higher here. Because I do have the cushion because of all those winners that we had earlier in the day. Now we can whistle a little bit of the profit to make more. Obviously, if we get taken out here, everything will just close. So yeah, I can see time and sales here. We're getting some buys. 14 contracts. Yeah, we got some buys. And no, this will be just risking 2 points here. Again, that'd be a loss if we get taken out here. But again, we already have, because there are two targets already. That's kind of like it would be a break-even trade technically. But I can even make it. If we get a positive bar here, we'll move to break even, or we can even give it 1 tick or 2 ticks. Yeah, which definitely this would be a winner overall. So let's see if we can get higher here. Diamond sales, we're seeing some buying. Yeah, there's a bunch of buying just happened right here. So I don't want to get wicked out there though. So some say I'm gonna give it 2 ticks instead of 2 points. But this position's already a winner, this whole trade. So right now we're just looking for extra, for gravy. Everything we get here will be gravy. Over to break even. So everything else we get on this trade is a gravy. 71 3/4 was the top of the overnight high, which is the next pivot here. 73 he looks like in the MES, but 73 and a quarter. So if we get to this target here, we may see some sell off. Some more selling happening here, and then if we break it, we may buy it again to the next target. So the market is moving beautifully higher today. I mean, from the time that we got in down here, that's our 5th trade, and they're all winners. So some days you're gonna see the market really the right way. You're gonna see it for what it is, but some days you can be clouded by whatever bias that you have for that day. And today was one of the days it was clear to us that this one was a bounce point, and we got we just happened when we got in, the big boys were able to push the market higher. Think about it this way: if your train is going 100 miles an hour and you hang on to it, whether you want it or not, it's gonna go with you. Because I don't move the market. We don't. Us retail traders don't move the market. It's the institutions that move it. So if you have an idea where they may, can't read their minds, but at least have an idea to know how they operate. Down here was a nice place to get some people short, overnight low, past that, and when it started to turn around, then we got in long. And also, yesterday was a really big overreaction over DeepSeek. So we knew today could definitely be a green day, a recovering day. I mean, it's very early in the day. It's 10:21, so we're not going to call it a green day yet. But when you look at all the major guys, Google, Meta's pulling back a little bit here, but Microsoft going higher. NVIDIA kind of hold its own here. Still kind of ranging, but if NVIDIA get above 128, I think we go and close that gap from yesterday. Maybe not today, but So let's see. Okay, we're getting some buying. Actually, lots of buying. Let me move my stop down here. Either I'm gonna get taken out for a nice profit, 4+ points, or I'm gonna get almost 8 points for my target here. Again, I'm gonna assume this is gonna get rejected when it hits it, so that's why my target is right here. It's right above it. I mean, right below it. Sorry. That's now again. This market is very strong. We may see like a kind of blow by it here, because again, this is very thin volume up here. See, the volume is really thin up here. We may get rejected, or we may just go through it. And we're approaching that big daily level, daily zone 77, which is about 10 points away. Now, all right. Now, again, what I'd like to see is a pullback toward 66, 67. We may not get it, but you cannot get everything in this market. The important thing to do was to put my target right below the pivot, which happened. Took my target, took cost out for a profit. Now, our hope was to maybe a pullback toward here before we get to the next one and get long again. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen here. So 5 for 5 today. We'll definitely take that. I don't think, especially when we're getting to close to 1030, which is where the initial balance is formed. So if we at the high of the initial balance at 1030, typically we see a fade move toward the middle of the initial balance. But we may not get it today because this market is getting really strong here. It's getting stronger and stronger. As you can see, those blue bars shows you that the big boys are pushing this market higher. So some big trades that puts it. If I go back to a lot and see 14, somebody trade 14 contracts, and usually those are breaking down. Did we see any block trade on the buy side? I wasn't looking. Let me go back and see. Looks like that was in the block trade. But anyway, I filter my time and sales for at least 5 contracts, meaning the minimum is going to be 5 contracts that show up here. It's not going to be as movie as really it's unusable when you have it at anything. Just hit the tape, 1 contract. So we filter them out. So we're looking for the big contracts. We have a sense of where this market may be heading. Yeah, looks like we're moving higher here. Another technique that I could have used, is just move my stop to the target, move my target higher, and then trail it by bar by bar. Bar by bar. So that's basically what we Wow, it's pushing way high. Momentum is really strong here. Again, we didn't get in here because we were expecting a pullback. That wasn't the plan. The plan was for wait for a pullback. If you don't get the pullback, you just don't play. In hindsight, everything always looked good. That's why we're trading the right edge of this market, because this is where real trading happens, on the right edge, not after the fact. Because if I scroll back here, I can tell, hey, this is where I should have entered. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. But way before we get to the VWAP here, I say if you get a bounce in the VWAP, we're going to go long, and we did. And I think we added to a position right here. The same position we took down here. We had one contract. We added some more here, and when we take it out at the next pivot, which is following our plans, which is the most important thing in trading. Because the winners usually will take care of themselves. It's really managing the losers that's what's going to make the difference. And for you to avoid some losers, you just got to have some holes. And today we did that. There was a couple times if we just do a market order, it would have just taken us and one that would be in the market and then turn around on us. So, let's see. Well, we definitely made a new high for this session so far. But we're approaching that resistance zone. So, should expect some selling here. As you can see, we already see some aggressive selling happening here as we're going higher. People are, but they're getting one over. But will they push it down from here? That's a possibility. I wouldn't want to be trying to sell here, but it's a possibility we may go lower here. Yeah, selling's happening right now. Let's see. If you just join us, we right at the 10:30. The initial balance is formed. Again, like I said, if you're at the top of the initial balance when 10:30 comes around, you usually see a fade the other way. If we're at the bottom, we see a fade to the upside. Now, the downside here is just people probably taking profit, and we're approaching that daily zone. That's a daily resistance. That resistance zone was adjoined from the daily chart. So we should definitely see some a little bit of pullback. Market is kind of overextended. We may come back all the way down to 661.5 here, where we get maybe bounce back up here. But right now, if we see a sell off here, I'm not gonna be surprised. I think I probably hit my quota for trades. I took 5 trades so far, and they're all 5 winners. And we'll just watch and see here. Again, if this market's gonna give us a clear setup to go long again, we may try it. But right now at the moment, this market is retracing, which is very, very understandable. Again, we did say, hey, if it gets up here, we should see a pullback, and that's what's happening right now. Like I said, the volume area high, could be a support. So I'm gonna put this I'll move this line right over here, about 661.25 and 3/4. Oh, you know what? I think I had it on all charts. I don't. Okay, I'm just gonna put it on all charts so you can show up here. Oh, this is the ES. Yeah. So we're going higher now. We can see an attempt to go higher here. If that fails, a short could be in order here. You know, definitely short could be in order, but right now we kind of have no direction with a green with a gray background here. We have kind of no direction, no clear direction right in the moment. So market can jump either way. So again, we're not really interested in trading right now. We're just looking at this market and see what it does. Yeah, I think we're going lower here. Yeah, we failed to make a new high after this bar. There was no more buying. The buying kind of dried out. Gonna dry up. Sorry. And now we're going lower. Let's see if there's any questions. No more questions in here. I think I'm gonna move. So we're getting some negative tick here. Again, indication we switching from a positive momentum to negative momentum here. Yeah, so going lower here definitely is something we should see, because this market was straight up pretty much from the turn at when we're turning at 949. It went almost straight up with some pullbacks, but I think the people that miss on that buy, they may want to drive this market all the way back to VWAP so they can buy again, which wouldn't be. So let's see if we see a pullback here. If we don't make it to 76, or if we don't go above 76 on a quarter and turn around, let's say we're trying to attack that swing and turn around, then that would be a bearish sign again. But right now, the bears are taking over here. No questions, no comments. Okay. So in the trading, we have a saying: bears make money, bulls make money, hogs get slaughtered. So again, I had a position on, and after I added to my position, let me make this bigger. After I added to my position down here, I got along here. I added to here and took off my profit right before this pivot. Now, have I held? Yeah, it's clearly I would have made more money doing the buy, but I just knew that zone that we have on the daily could be something that's gonna hold. Now here, if we get a negative bar, it's tempting to go short here. Yeah. So negative bar here, that would be a short entry for me. But I think I had hit my quota for the day here. 5 trades, 5 winners. We don't want to push it too much. This market is kind of really going sideways when you look at the range chart here. The last the last 3 or 4 bars are kind of ranging. So, when in doubt, you stay out. Right now, this market is so bullish overall. That could be just a retracement, or it could be a complete reversal. Let's look at some of those big correlated markets. QQQ. Microsoft is going higher, pulling back a little bit, but Meta has definitely pulled back. It was at 71, 74. Meta's pulling back. Let's see what Google is doing. Google is moving higher. Amazon actually held pretty well yesterday during the DeepSeek bloodbath. So Amazon is definitely one of those companies. So all right, see, I mean, this was one of those things that he was probably short-lived. I mean, and then now they're turning it around to the upside. That could be for a retest, or it could just break higher here, above 80. Let me go to 6100 again. So yeah, very, very, I would say definitely along here is very risky because we're right against that resistance again. Also, before I really got to trade order flow and really a more advanced concept, you would say in candlestick formation, this candle here would show a sign of exhaustion. Even though we had a big wick, that could be a sign of exhaustion of the buyers. So meaning we should see some selling here. But anything can happen at this time. I think we're probably attacking this session high again. Not interested in buying or selling at the moment. As a matter of fact, I might be done for the day. So if there's no question, actually, I may just end the stream. We've been on for about close to an hour and a half. That was a successful session today. not just because we're in the positive, but also we follow our rules. We feel like I feel like I stayed within those parameters that I set for myself at the beginning. Pre-market, I said this market we were looking to buy it, but after the sell off, we were open for the sell. But when we get down here, we saw some in the order flow. If I go back here at 9:49. So after this big sell off here, once we fail to make that no low, we had a couple of positive buy. We failed to make that no low. That's when we started to buy this market, because there are some trap sellers down here, and also we had some nice delta. Actually, when you think about the trap sellers, some imbalances to the upside, and we're actually very oversold, which is not a term that I like to use, but we're definitely in the thin area, or the volume at that time was very low again. So we started to buy it. So right now we got that zone here. That's definitely could break. So, with that said, if you have any questions or comments, let me know in the chat. We'll probably close in the next minute or so here if we don't have any questions or comments, because we'll kind of be done for the day. I get to go do something else. Definitely seeing some alignment to the upside here, but it's really too close to this pivot. That zone up here is definitely something that we got to keep in mind. So a push down here would not be surprising at all. As a matter of fact, when you see those fat prints right here, and up there you see only 12 contracts to the upside, on the aggressive side, that could be trouble for the buyers here. And when they went back up, they failed to do this. It's kind of crazy. And also there was some stopping volume here. And then this yellow bar tells us, hey, you know what? That move up wasn't really being driven by the big boys. It was just by retail traders. So typically when you buy this high, you're going to get stopped out. They're getting stopped out right now. So it's a lot of... And which is not surprising, because if you bought up here, your stop's probably down here somewhere. They stop you out, and then they're going higher now. So it's anybody's guess at this time what this next move's gonna be. So you trade with the probabilities. But anything is possible in this market, but you want to stay on the side of the higher probability, which is right now at this moment. I feel like we may want to go down. And we're approaching 11 o'clock. That's another thing. And today's the day before FOMC, so a lot of people are going to be done trading. The big boys might be done trading early than usual, and wait for Powell tomorrow at 2 p.m. to see what he's going to say. A lot of people think is gonna keep the interest rates at the same level, so no cuts, no hike, which could be a sign, would be a bearish sign for what most people are thinking about, because he doesn't think the economy is good enough to raise rates, and maybe it's not really bad enough to lower rates. So it's kind of like in the middle. So right above the POC, again, POC and the value area high is very close to each other here. So meaning lots of volume has been trading in this area. It's a very thick. So let me change my tick chart to the right size, because I put my tick chart based on the activity, the level of activity that's happening in the market. So right now, it's my indicators call for 2584 tick chart. So that's what we're doing. Looks like we may break the stop, but also we went there before, we went down. We didn't break this swing, which was a sign that if you broke down the swing, that would be far more like a confirmation to the downside. But right now, it's looks like he wants to break higher. And this was a nice delta. There was a nice delta divergence. We got a negative delta above the positive bar. So that shows you it's a delta neutral bar. All right, I think I'm gonna head out here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the stream. Like and subscribe, and definitely share with your friends or traders that you know that might benefit from this. Or again, I benefit from this as well, because I do look at the market. When we look at the market together here, it's get feedback, get what other people are looking at. Trading, you will never never finish learning. So that's basically what we do here. We're trying to learn together as a community and build it so everybody can. So traders helping traders. So question, comments, please let me know in the comments if you watch the replay. And with that said, I'm gonna end the stream. It's 10:50, January 28th, Tuesday, the year 2025. And if you keep trading today, just be careful. We got a resistance here. If you're trying to buy, if you're trying to sell too, hey, you're gonna be careful, because they can blow past it. The resistance area, and get to 6100. I think if we're gonna go higher today, we're gonna try to hit 6100. If we're lower, we might come back in the middle of that range at 6050. So with that said, good luck, God bless, take care, bye bye.